Well, hey! Alkaline metals. We're going to talk about the reactions of alkaline metals. First of all, we're just going to focus on couple of alkaline metals, magnesium and calcium. Now the rest down the group should just kind of get more and more of whatever we have you in this summarization that I am giving you. Alright, we know that alkaline metals, and like all metals down the group, it gets more and more reactive. Alright? And so, with magnesium reacting with water, what is the result? Boom! Because magnesium is not as so reactive, when we react with cold water, what's going to happen is that you might see a few bubbles, and then it stops. Why? Because magnesium, when it reacts with water, cold water, you're going to get magnesium hydroxide, which slowly forms a layer of oxide. And that layer of oxide does not flake off, does not just gets washed away, but instead it forms a coating on that magnesium metal. And when it forms that coating serves as a protective layer. And so the magnesium does not react any further, and the reaction stops. The bubbles you see is the result of hydrogen gas. Remember, like all metal reactions, metals plus something will give hydrogen gas, especially in water and acids. Okay, so because magnesium is not reactive, what we need to do is we need to give it more kinetic energy. By doing that, we use steam. Steam is a gaseous state of water. So when we mix magnesium with gas or steam, we get magnesium oxide, not magnesium hydroxide like you get with the cold water, but magnesium oxide. You also get hydrogen bubbles. What about calcium? There we go, calcium. Cold water, whoops. Because calcium tends to be more reactive than magnesium, you can react calcium with water. And what you get is calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Group 2 hydroxides become more and more soluble as you go down the group. So what it means is that more and more of this metal will kind of dissolve into the solution, and then the metal will just kind of disappear because it gets more and more soluble. Alright? Now let's look at other reactions. Reactions with oxygen. Now, with magnesium, because it's not as reactive, you can burn it. It will burn, and what you get is a bright white flame. And what you get is magnesium oxide. It will take a while for it to start burning. Alright? Same thing with calcium. It's slow to burn at first, but when it does, boom! Very intense bright white light because it's more reactive. And you get a bit of tinge of red in the flames. And what you get is calcium oxide, just like your magnesium reaction where you get magnesium oxide. An interesting note about burning group 2 metals in air is that if you burn in the air, we actually get the oxides as well as the nitrites. Because remember that air consists of 78% nitrogen, and so when you burn under intense bright light heat flame / whatever you have, it's gonna break the triple bond in the nitrogen and you're gonna get nitrites. Finally, reactions with dilute acids. Now, group 2 is a lot less reactive than group 1, and so we can mix it with dilute acids to get a reaction. And there's a whole slew of reactions for magnesium. With magnesium, you can react with sulfuric acid. You get magnesium sulfate. Because magnesium is more reactive than the hydrogen ions, it will displace, magnesium is more reactive than hydrogen, it will displace hydrogen and then form that magnesium ion in solution. Alright? And you get a hydrogen gas. If you react with hydrochloric acid, you get magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas. Now, depending on how much nitric acid, the concentration of nitric acid you have, you would get a variety of products, all right? But the main product that you get is magnesium nitrate, over there, magnesium nitrate. Now, if you have a dilute solution of nitric acid, you get hydrogen gas. But if you have concentrated nitric acid, more concentrated the nitric acid that you have, you will get this nitrogen dioxide and whatever amount of water that you get, all right, depending on the concentration. Now, for calcium reaction with dilute acids, you will form calcium sulfate and hydrogen gas. With hydrochloric acid, you will get calcium chloride and hydrogen gas. Nothing new. And so you will get more and more reactive as you go down the group. All right? So that's it for the reactions of alkaline earth metals.